Is the intro music playing?
No.
What happened in the intro music?
You lead, dude.
Nice.
See how long you last.
I mean, you're on up there.
It's been done before. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live tonight, Tuesday night, March 3rd, your Geaux Team. I am Daniel, your moderator extraordinaire. With me tonight, we have a full house tonight. Zombie Bob on the other side of the transatlantic cable. Zombie Bob drinking from the Les Miles cup.
Smacker.
Looking forward to that date with Smacker that may or may not come anytime soon.
May have already happened.
That would be something if it already happened. And then down the river tonight, as always, we have Mr. Excitement himself. Chip, how are you doing tonight?
I'm okay.
Just okay? So,
Yeah.
Mark, we talked about this in the last episode. Whichever direction you point, we see it the other way. So if you were pointing at Chip, yes, now you're pointing
Oh, am I
Chip.
pointing at Mark?
Yeah, now you're pointing at Mark.
So, but is Zombie above me?
Well, yeah, thumbs up is still thumbs up. But
Okay.
Like it flips the screen.
Okay.
So, and then also tonight in Brooklyn, somewhere in the middle of Brooklyn, we have Mark joining us tonight. Mark, welcome back to the program. How are you this evening?
Thanks for having me back. Yeah, I'm at the there's a podcast nook, $3 bill. It's a good EDM club, and they have a podcast nook. So I set up here and looking forward to a great show.
Zombie, have you ever been there when you used to live on Long Island?
No. Brooklyn is not Long Island. And vice versa.
Is it on the same island?
Is it?
Yes.
It is on the island. It's the beginning of the island, right?
Yes, I agree with you.
Yeah, but Mark says he lives in Brooklyn. He doesn't live on Long Island.
True, but
Right.
You're both right.
Smacker.
Does the island have a name? Long Island?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is Brooklyn on the island?
Yes.
But Brooklyn's one of the 5 boroughs.
Yes.
Did Richard Simmons go to Coriezu or did he go to Brother Martin?
Coriezu.
Okay. Tomato. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Zombie Bob. Chet in the chat says, is Daniel at a Bohemian Grove?
And Sam, yeah, he is. That would be
Zombie,
dope.
would you like to describe the reason I am outside tonight?
Bohemian Grove.
And you can give the PG version.
The PG version still involves the F word, so no.
AP wants to know, did Daniel get put out?
Daniel didn't put out, so he got put out.
No, I can walk back to my bed right now. We have a house guest tonight, and I normally record from our guest bedroom. So there's a couple other rooms I could have done it in, but logistically, it didn't really work out. Like, there wasn't a table, there wasn't proper lighting, so I was just like, screw it. I'm just going to do it outside, underneath the tree. You know, because I hung these lights in the tree and almost died, so I figured I might as well show them on camera, right?
Absolutely.
All right, first question of the night. Zombie Bob, how excited are you for the World Baseball Classic?
On a scale of what?
1 to 10. I mean, a scale of anything.
Would I rather watch the LSU Northeastern game again last night, or the World Baseball Classic, or paint dry?
Paint dry is your answer. Am I correct?
Yeah. When are they playing?
I don't know, because I saw pictures of Paul Skeens pitching with the USA jersey. Does anybody know when the games actually start?
let's just put an end to the whole thing. The New York Yankees, under the tutelage of Hal the Fraud Steinbrenner, are a joke. I don't do baseball anymore. Professional baseball, dead to me. Because if it's not George Steinbrenner, it's not really the New York Yankees. So I don't really give a shit.
Chip, do you think if the Yankees make the playoffs, Zombie Bob will, quote unquote, not care about professional baseball anymore?
I didn't even really know he ever really cared.
There we go. Thank you, Brother Chip. Thank you.
You saying he was always a bandwagon fan?
I've always said I was a bandwagon fan. The worst kind of bandwagon fan.
He wasn't.
No, it's just it's not the same because their goal as an organization and now is profit. It's not about going deep. It's not about winning championships.
That's valid.
You know, I'm pretty sure the Texas Panhandle Oilers have won a World Series since the last time the New York Yankees won a World Series. So stop with the bullshit, Hal Steinbrenner. You're not serious. Your dad hates you. Your dad was always right about you.
Stop it. Stop it.
Slide under a gas truck and taste your own fucking blood. Die. I want my records back. I want my fucking records back. Who's that from? Daniel, I think I'm going to unplug for a second to go outside.
You want to match the ambiance?
Right.
All right. Well, I'll take you off the stage for a second. And then,
I'm going to go outside.
Okay. The problem is when Zombie Bob relocates, he probably won't have his microphone connected properly. That's my guess. Mark, hold on. How do you feel about the World Baseball Classic, Mark?
I don't.
You don't feel whatsoever? You know, you got LSU players, somebody born here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, went to Catholic High, pitched at LSU, has been a career major leaguer, great major leaguer, all-star, and he gets to represent his country. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Italy?
He's talking about
Nola?
The Italians.
Yeah, I mean that's silly. That's
Aaron Nola is representing the Italians. You know, born and raised here in Baton Rouge.
Has he? Did he ever
and he gets to represent his country.
Did he ever play for us? Which is also weird if he did. Did he play for us though at one time?
Probably so, because the World Baseball Classic is a sham.
He was probably on Team USA in high school or college.
I don't hate it. I like anything whenever it's like America versus another country. I think that's cool. I get what they're trying to do. I think it should be in the Olympics, Summer Olympics. That would be better.
But then what about the season?
No. I mean, but that's why it should be. I liked it when it was college players. That's what it was from. I think 2004 was the last year.
What, college players in the Olympics?
Yeah, I think the last year was 2000. I think
The problem is that baseball is not an international sport. It's an American sport. Central America.
No, you're right.
But you know, Chip, I know who you're rooting for.
But the Asians are good at it too. You know, like Japanese.
Yeah.
There is some Chinese Taipei there. But I know who you're rooting for. The most American team in the World Baseball Classic.
Who is it?
Israel.
Israel. Do they have a bunch?
They've got more Americans than we do.
Oh God.
They only have one Israeli-born player.
Yeah.
Why is? And
like
I'm not trying to go political here, but why is Israel even in this?
No, I didn't think
there's no it's a sport that is, you could say Asia, you could say Central America, all that. You can justify all that. There's only two or three European countries, and then randomly Israel. Seems forced. Seems like there's some TV money behind that. Just gonna say that. But we can let that comment lie.
It does, because I mean, if they were playing cricket, I would say Israel all day, Afghanistan, all those countries. But that's like their national sport, right? Over there.
Yeah.
But I don't get the Israelis in baseball. I didn't think they even knew what baseball was.
Sandy Koufax.
Yeah, that. Was he from, or is he just Jewish?
He's just Jewish.
Oh, well, I mean, that's fine if you're just Jewish. I'm just saying, I mean, the whole entire Yankee fan base, Jewish.
Zombie, you're back with us?
Daniel, my audio was connected the whole time. Get fucked. Excuse me.
Well, I was concerned. I mean, my microphone cut out tonight, so I was just concerned about you. I was looking after you, ready to step in for you at any moment in time. Zombie, Chip just admitted the team that he's rooting for the hardest in the World Baseball Classic is Israel.
Yeah, I'm a huge Tulane fan too.
Zombie's like, I'm not touching it.
University of
I'm not
Israel.
touching it.
But just lost a big game of Battleship.
G-Moo says Iran just lost a big game of Battleship. Well said. But we're not a political show. We're here to have fun. Babin on the Bayou says, what's up, fellas? Everybody, it's not something I ask very often. I'm very poor. I do a very poor job of this. But everybody watching, can you hit the like button? Can you hit the subscribe button? I don't normally ask. I'm terrible at this. So since I'm remembering to ask tonight, can you just go on the YouTube page that you're watching on, or if you're on Twitter, just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I know Zombie Bob is a big TikTok guy.
I'm huge on TikTok.
Huge. Or no, you're huge on Instagram. Sorry.
No, other way around.
I thought it was big on Instagram, like legitimately.
I'm big on Instagram. I have the big Instagram following. Zombie's the TikTok guy.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
So first order of business tonight, LSU Baseball loses 13-10 to Northeastern. Zombie Bob, did you even know who Northeastern was before this week?
They're right across the street from Holy Cross High School, who beat LSU last Tuesday night.
I thought Holy Cross would be better than McNeese.
And we lost to McNeese on Wednesday, right?
Right. No.
Either way.
Tuesday.
No, you're right. It was Tuesday.
I know. I report on this shit. I take this shit seriously.
But before we turn it over to Zombie Bob, I'm going to ask this first to Mark. Mark, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the hottest, how hot is Jay Johnson's seat?
You're just doing that to irritate me because of the stupid text chat.
Well, since he says it's irritable there, Zombie Bob, I'm going to defer it to you then, since Mark can't answer the question.
What's the question?
On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the hottest, how hot is Jay Johnson's seat?
Well, first I want to give a shout out to Babin and G Moose and all the guys chatting in the chat. Good to see you guys again. Like I know, and Babin, we gotta swap digits and we gotta talk. But I know that Babin was anxiously waiting for the cold open tonight, whereas I do my weekly Jay Johnson has to be fired skit. But honestly, upon reflection and just looking at everything, he's the only motherfucker there that gives a shit, or that appears to give a shit. He's the one animated. He's the one staying on the field. He's chewing out his staff last night.
Oh.
And I thought about this because we just, I didn't know about the World Baseball jack off shit, but like the U.S. hockey team won the World Championship, not the World Championship. Well, yeah, fuck that, the World Championship, gold medal, same thing. On the 46th anniversary of the Miracle on Ice, the U.S. Beating the Russians back in 1980 in Lake Placid. And of course, I thought of that great movie starring Kurt Russell, who just happens to look a lot like Les Miles, and the movie Miracle. And it's almost like the inverse of that scene when they slapdick their way in an exhibition game, and they're looking at the stands and the girls with big tits and the tight sweaters, and they came up short against a team that they should not have come up short against. And Herb Brooks ran their ass on the ice after the game. And he kept saying to them, who do you play for? He'd call out each individual guy, UMass, Boston U, Minnesota, and all this kind of stuff. And it wasn't until finally, after they're puking their guts after 300 laps of back and forth on the ice, that Mike Eruzione says, Mike Eruzione, Boston, who do you play for? USA. It's almost, and I say that little story just to say it should almost be the inverse of that. Jay Johnson should be running these motherfuckers from one end of the world to the other and saying, who won a national championship last year? And all these motherfuckers, the outfielders, the second baseman, the shortstop return, the catcher return, everybody that returned, they're all raising their hand. Hey, coach, I won a national championship last year, and he should run them fucking asses until they get it through their skulls. It ain't last year. They ain't won fucking shit. So the correct answer is, who won a national championship? None of us, coach. So we should be fucking paying attention. And Daniel, you nailed it. Last week was a bit. I hate fucking losing to non-conference opponents when you're supposed to skull fuck them. Excuse the language on a Tuesday night. But, you know, like Daniel said Sunday night, this team is mentally weak. And Jay Johnson said, oh, you know, a lot of games in a short period of time. It's a lot for some of these guys to handle. Go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourselves. This is now like better than Major League Baseball. I mean, minor league baseball. You're getting your PhD now, and then you're making a jump. So, like, toughen the fuck up. I don't have anything bad to say about Jay Johnson, except for the fact, work the motherfuckers harder. Bench the motherfuckers. If all these young guys, like, and I mean, oh my God, I just wanted to go to bed, right? They were down by 20 runs. They got the 10-run rule. And then, let's score some more so nobody can fucking go home, so nobody can turn off the TV, you know. And then when I woke up this morning and it's fucking 13-10, I'm like, fuck these motherfuckers, man. You know, it's like, whatever. No, play the young guys. All these guys that are walking around with their championship chip on their shoulder, fuck them, sit their ass. You know, like, whatever. That's my rant. Like, it's literally, to me, it's the inverse of Herb Brooks with that team. Like you said, Daniel, they're mentally weak right now, and they're wrestling on the rolls. And look, I don't know shit. It just appears to me, but it appears to everybody else in LSU baseball Twitter world exactly the same thing. Like you said, this team is mentally weak. They don't have that eye of the tiger. The fucking guy that hit the 3-run jack at 7:28 last night for Northeastern High School. You know, like, he's like, come on, guys, go give it to me. And they all fucking do the fistball bump. The whole fucking dugout at Tiger Stadium. Not a single fucking peep out of anybody wearing the purple pinstripes and the pink panties. Go fuck yourselves.
Zach, one guy did get fired up. Shout out David Billiot. I was able to luckily sit next to him in the press box last night. But there was one time after an inning, Zach York was walking off, and they were chirping Zach York.
Snacks.
And Zach York got into it a little bit, but he was the only one.
He was
to
the
your
only
point.
Too little, too late.
So, Chip, I actually had this question teed up for you, but Zombie Bob just teed it up even better for you. Chip, to me, it looks like a lack of leadership. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think they have that. I'm going to jog to first base, and you know, Tommy Tanks is going to beat my ass if I don't run it out. Or, I mean, name a few players. You know, I think I love Brown. I don't think he should be your team leader. He's kind of that guy that, you know, I think will help you in this, and the fact that you're going to bring the temperature down because he's funny, but you need a senior to step up, or you need a freshman, anyone, just step up and be a leader and be like, that was embarrassing.
Yeah, 4 straight games have been embarrassing. In the last week, our batting average is 181.
How much did it drop from what it was to? I forgot. It was
367, I think, after the first until McNeese, I think.
And so what is it now, Mark? It would be the question. The team batting average?
I'm on my way.
I know 181 the last. Somebody tweeted that.
Yeah, it was 181 through the 4 games for sure.
Or was it just the 4, not counting the McNeese game? But like even last night, like later on when you started putting runs up, until you put in all the backups, the only times you were manufacturing runs is when they were walking and hitting you. It's still like me and David were talking in like the 7th inning. We still only had like 5 hits.
Yeah, it was 5 to like 15.
Yeah, it was 5 to. I looked at the scoreboard at one point in time. And it was 5 hits to 15 hits.
Batting
and it's like,
up,
go ahead, Mark.
310 right now.
Okay, so it's still good, but you've played inferior competition. Competition's going to get better. You know, pitching translates. Where hitting, you should take advantage of lesser opponents. You can project pitching. You know, if you pitch well, you know when a guy's pitching well. He lights up the zone. He's hitting his spots. Okay, that's going to translate to the SEC. Hitting, you should take advantage of lesser teams. Yes, I understand some of these teams throw at lower velocities. Well, in the later innings, Northeastern had some dudes throwing gas too that were throwing 92, 96, and we weren't hitting them either until we put the backups in. So,
do you think what? So I know Northeastern's a decent program. Obviously, we've seen them in the tournament plenty of times, a couple times. But what do we learn from? We said it last. I'm not trying to throw shade at Jay because he deserves the benefit of the doubt for a couple of years, right? But what do you learn from playing these opponents, like Dartmouth? What are we learning from that? I get a midweek game against McNeese, but like, what are we learning on a weekend against Dartmouth? Against what was it? Purdue Whitewater last year. Like what are we learning against those teams?
I know what you're saying.
It's like girls basketball. We remember we banged on that Kim Mulkey for playing. We banged on.
I see what you did there.
We banged on the stupid basketball coach, who's probably going to lose another game tonight. For scheduling weak opponents. I mean, what does it benefit us? I guess I get it. You play in the SEC, so your strength of schedule is going to shoot up once that plays, anyways. But what are we learning for ourselves? Like,
do you get a chance to?
It's a lose-lose situation almost. You know what I mean?
Well, before the roster limit was 34, one thing that they celebrated Jay Johnson for was his ability to keep the bottom of the roster intact. Some of those guys, and I wonder if one way he did that is you get to play him now, so he gets.
Yeah.
I mean, what I understand about Jay Johnson is he does experiment a bit about positions and batting order and things like that, and so some of these supposedly more gentle opponents would allow him to experiment with that without losing games. Obviously, that didn't happen last night. So those would be the two reasons: is one, before the roster limit, play more players, keep the bottom of your roster alive, and he likes to tinker with the lineup, etc.
Last week was a competitive week, though.
Yeah. No, I mean that's what I'm fine. Like, why not schedule? We used to Kansas schedule Maryland. I mean, there's some.
I hear the argument you're saying. The flip side of it is we would have walked away with at least three losses this past weekend if you'd have played somebody good. Where at least this weekend you got away with it, and that's going to help your postseason ranking.
I'll say this: the best basketball season in our recent time. Well, I guess it's not recent anymore, but in 2006, you lost 6 or 7 games before conference, maybe 5, but you played a really hard conference schedule, and that only makes you better at the end of the season. Because, like, if you want to claim that these first few games don't really matter that much, I'm not gonna say who says that all the time, but then why not play hard teams? Why not go? You know what I mean?
The SEC is a meat grinder, and it's like I 100% agree.
Play Houston though, that wouldn't be bad.
I agree with what you're saying for basketball, but I do think baseball is different.
It is. No, that's valid. I'm just trying to see. I'm just asking the conversation because what do you get from playing Dartmouth?
Yeah. But like Babin says, Northeastern was a 2 seed last year. Not saying they're going to be a 2 seed this year, but
I say play Northeastern in a 3-game stretch. Then why play a 4-game series? Why not just play Northeastern?
Because those teams like to come down and get games in. So Dartmouth played Northeastern.
Yeah.
College baseball is a weird spot. It's different than any other sport because those northern teams can't practice right now. So they all come down here, and it's a way to generate more revenue. And so LSU's playing away from the box 1 out of the 4 non-conference weekends. I think that's really all you could ask for.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be all those northern teams have to come down and play games. And like Maneri had, was it last weekend? He had Air Force, Army, and Navy all in the same weekend.
Wow.
But he used to do that at LSU too. He
He
always
did.
played the service academies.
He coached at Air Force, right?
Yep.
Before Notre Dame,
Yes.
right?
He did.
Zombie,
Yeah,
how
I'm
did
not
Paul
dogging-
Maneri?
This isn't a dog fest or anything. I was just asking what y'all thought about that. Maybe
Zombie,
Yeah,
how
22 degrees in Boston last night. That's why they're all down here. Paul Maneri versus Matt McMahon in table tennis and lawn darts. Who wins?
Matt McMahon looks like an athlete.
I got Maneri. Maneri's got a national championship. He's at least a competitor.
Hey,
Matt
McMahon.
McMahon's not
Matt
a
McMahon
competitor.
was coaching someone to be Paul Maneri. I would say no way.
No, Matt McMahon would probably let Paul Maneri win.
That was funny, y'all.
They'd probably let him
And supposedly Maneri's
do
a
the
good
butt
golfer.
stuff.
And Maneri played college baseball
at LSU.
and UNO, I think. And,
Yep.
You know, I mean, he's.
Come on, wait. Maneri was at UNO?
I believe
Yeah, he's
so.
a graduate of UNO. He's a
UNO or
private-
LSU UNO? LSU UNO.
It
What
was
year?
UNO back then. I don't remember the year.
I think
He
was
played at.
you in the late 70s and then finished in the early 80s in UNO.
He
How old is Maneri?
79. He beat LSU 76, Miami Dade 77, UNO 78, 79.
Damn. Okay.
He's a privateer, just like our pal Zombie Bob over
He
here.
played
There
for
you go.
Tom Walter at UNO
Yeah, and UNO made the College World
with
Series.
Brandon Cryer. It was him, Brandon Cryer, Giovanni. Those were the key, if I remember correctly.
Is Mark referencing the 08 UNO baseball team?
They had Maneri. He played for UNO, coached LSU. That was his.
G-Moose played? Oh, Mastrani. Okay.
Sorry.
What was the comment I highlighted? Babin on the Bayou also said the starting rotation looks strong at least. We have a legit dude on Sunday. William Schmidt has been fantastic, and that is definitely the highlight of the weekend. And we're not taking anything away from Cooper Moore or Case and Evans, but Schmidt has been the man so far.
Nails. He's been.
And he wasn't even happy with Sunday's performance.
That's the mark of a true.
Maybe
stud.
that's who you need to
Warrior.
kick people's ass. Then
Maybe
that
so.
could be your leader, right?
The
there.
sophomore. Apparently, did you know he says he's physically unable to burp? He's never burped in his life.
Yeah, I have a friend that did that. It was like that.
Yeah, he just can't burp.
I have a fun fact about William Schmidt,
Okay, Tom.
Excuse me.
and this is a good segue. He follows us on Twitter, and
Get the
so
fuck
does
out of here.
and so does his mom, Kathy Schmidt.
Oh,
I think it's
nice.
Kathy.
Oh shoot!
Nice. I did know that though.
Well, I
And
already
we did
liked-
a true story. We did a baseball preview before the season, and that a couple days after, the two of them started following us. So, segue here: if you're watching, go follow us on Twitter. Follow us just like William Schmidt and his mom do.
William Schmidt, our close personal friend, William Schmidt.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
He's
So
in-
William. Go ahead.
he's in that number with Ed Orgeron that follows us. So,
Another.
Ed
close
still
personal
follows
friend.
us?
yeah, Ed still follows us.
Okay.
So William Schmidt, he's got 3 pitches. He's got the fastball. He's got the. I think it's a gyroscopic slider because it seems to have that up down motion, and then he has as it's been called before the fucking hammer, right? That 12-6 curveball. It's like 80 miles an hour.
Yes,
Is that those are his 3 pitches? The sliders, his gyroscopic sliders around 85.
I have no idea. That would be
A
David.
question.
David in the chat, hit us up. What are the pitches that
I feel I
Schmidt
watched
has.
them. I scouted them, and that's what I have. And it's a cool repertoire because his two main breaking off speed pitchers both have a up to down action, but one's the big looper that's like 80, and then he's got the gyroscopic slider that doesn't have the break, but it's 5 miles an hour faster. It's like 85.
David says fastball, curve, slider, change.
Okay,
Cool,
I
yeah.
haven't seen him throw the change. He must not throw
Zombie,
as much.
zombie, go back to La Cobra. I
Kobe's
feel like
a man after my own heart.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like that's the same sentiment that Zombie Bob has. He aspires to be an LSU player stepdad.
So, I have other baseball news. Can I share?
Well, hold on. Before we get
Okay.
to that, I do have something on our text line. If you text message us at 1-800-555-TEAM, we
Nice.
receive your text messages live during the show. Great, right there, Colonel Taylor showing. So I had a Ask Zombie Bob question in the chat from a Mr. Spotify here. Mr. Spotify says, ask Zombie to name a town in the Texas Panhandle. I have no idea the reference here, but this is a legit.
No, I said the
Texas.
Texas Panhandle Oilers. I made that reference. I referenced them earlier. They were
I
playing
didn't
in the
catch
World. Oh, yeah. Shout out, Mr. Spotify. More shout out to Mrs. Spotify.
Yes.
Texas Black Sox, right? Isn't that the one that didn't the Black Sox?
No,
cheat?
I said something about the Texas Panhandle
I
Oilers.
know, but the Black Sox cheated, so right, wasn't it?
Actually, the correct name is Junction. There's a town.
The Junction Boys.
No. It's a different one. It's about 12 miles southwest of the border with Oklahoma, Junction, Texas. Check it out.
David says change is his least used of any of them. That's the one they're working on more. David said, but you're pretty spot on, Mark. There you go, Mark. Bringing the knowledge, dropping in on a Tuesday and hitting us with the knowledge. Mark, we're happy to have you here tonight. We know you're on the East Coast. You're in Brooklyn. You're at an EDM club or something. You know, there's techno music going in the background.
I see the vibrations.
We see the vibrations. But you're here tonight. You're going to have an early morning tomorrow, but we appreciate you coming on.
No early morning. That's how I got this tomorrow.
Okay. So that's why you were able to pull this off. Okay.
Pulled it off.
Now, what other questions or statements did you have about baseball?
Yeah, I just wanted to. So preseason, the scouting report on Derek Coryell that I got was he was graded out as he's a top 5-10 prospect coming into the season. I know he started off modestly, but his power grade was a 40 out of 80, and that's because his max exit velo was 107 last season. That's the report I got, and then he led the nation in zone contact. So when the ball is in the strike zone, he made contact 93.8% of the time, which led the nation last year, and that grades out as a 70 hit tool based on last year's scouting. Obviously, we have new information this season, so that's what you're looking at with Derek Coryell, or what you were looking at based on his last year's performance.
Okay. He's striking out a lot more this year. And I don't.
Yes.
Going back to what Chip said, like you have those guys that return. Like Zombie Bob was heated about the guys that return. You won a national championship last year, but it's this year. And it's like me and Chip were talking as I was riding back from the game last night. And it's almost like those guys that return, they're not really like leader rah-rah guys. And so when you need somebody to fire the team up because you're getting your ass kicked by Northwestern, Milam's too busy walking it out to first base because he hits a ground ball and he's too cool to sprint it out. So he's going to jog to first base instead. So he's not a leader. He's the kid who's too cool for school but can back it up because defensively he's the best in the country. At the plate, he's struggling just like he did last year. But defensively, he's the best in the country. Then, like Chip said about Jake Brown is like that goofy guy, that team guy that everybody rallies around. But, like, when the chips are down, he's not going to be the guy that people take serious when you need a rally moment there. Or, like, guys, we got to get our shit together. And so it's like and Coryell's another one, just a quiet guy, kind of an introvert. Stanfield kind of the same way, and so it's like you're really missing that leader on this team, and maybe it ends up being Zach York, maybe it ends up being one of these transfers, but they all seem kind of quiet. Maybe it's a Seth Dardar is really who I'd look for it to be, a local
But
kid.
he's new,
He's new, but he's a local kid, and somebody's got to take ownership of this team. And I think that's the biggest thing you're missing right now is they're just not mentally locked in.
Right now. That 2003 team, you didn't want to piss off Beloso. You didn't want to piss off what's his name? He had a hurt shoulder. He was awesome. What was the other Louisiana kid from the last Dugas. Yeah, it was Homa, or I forget where he's from.
Yeah.
But you guys, you need somebody like that. I mean, Eddie Almond could do it. He seems pretty vocal.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he did do that shit, G Moose, last year. It pissed me off because he didn't.
Milam irritates a lot of people with that.
He
I've
didn't.
With
heard
do
a
what?
that.
lot of people irritate. If he hits a ground ball, I might as well be walking
Right.
to
No
first
hustle.
base.
Okay.
No, like lackadaisical isn't even the right word. Like he hits a ground ball, you can tell by his attitude is like he doesn't even give a fuck. And we talked about it last night. Me and David, like Curiel busted his ass on one,
Oh yeah.
and it forced the I think it was to second base. It forced the defense, the defense in this case the second baseman, to hurry up and make a play. And when you speed up the defense, you can get infield hits that way. But when you're half-assing it, they can take their time and just soft toss it to first. You improve your average by hustling.
Yeah,
Like that's a fact.
exactly. You make them make a throw, right?
Yeah.
And they aren't professionals. They're good, but they're not professionals. So you're gonna get it's gonna add up.
David said him and Zach talked about that as well. That David said he bitched about Milam for a good 5 minutes more than he ever has.
Now he did run one out, so he must have got an ass chewing last night because I did see him run one out. It was the first time I've seen him do that since his freshman year.
Yeah. And Gino says we need another Guidry. Maybe Guidry starts getting more vocal. The problem is some of these games he's running between the bullpen and the
Guidry looks like one of my like a typical extended family member I have in Tangipahoa Parish. No one else thinks he looks like somebody from like.
I'm not related to anybody from Zombie. Are we related to anybody from Tangipahoa Parish?
Not that we claim, no.
Not that we claim. Does your mother live in Tangipahoa Parish?
I don't have a mother.
All my Italians in Tangipahoa.
Nah. All right.
Kim Mulkey. Chip would love to be an in-law to some people from
Oh
Tangipahoa.
god.
He could be related to Kim Mulkey. That's actually
Yeah.
yeah.
But Kramer doesn't look like he's related to Kim Mulkey.
I know what you're saying. I just don't want to say it out loud because I don't want to offend you.
Okay. All right.
But,
This isn't productive.
I know.
Okay. So Lynn Rollins.
Shout out to all of our Tangipahoa listeners out there.
Lynn Rollins. He lives in Auburn, Alabama now. Did y'all know that?
No, why does Lynn Rollins live in Auburn, Alabama?
One of his children, who has now produced grandchildren, lives in Auburn, and that's where he lives to be close to them.
All right, Zombie Bob, do you know this story? Okay. You probably have no idea because you're following LSU baseball more than in the past, right? But you're
Ever?
a fair more than I didn't want to just say it. I wanted
No,
you
you're
to
fine.
say it for him. But do you know who Lynn Rollins is?
No.
Great example of Louisiana. He's a great example. Like you, he's a great example of Louisiana color.
He is the most colorful announcer. Like Chip, is anybody even close?
No, he is. He's on it with all. I think he doesn't even say. I mean, yeah, he does his same sayings, but he comes up with new ones. Like
Every time.
actually,
Everybody in the chat, give us your favorite Lynn Rollins saying. La Cobra just said, "Pucker up and kiss that one goodbye," is what he says every time a home run's hit. He is so creative, animated. He's fantastic. It is great to listen to him every time LSU baseball is on TV. He's an all-timer. Zombie Bob, do you know how the old man felt about Lynn Rollins?
Hated him.
Fucking hated.
I know why.
Fuck that motherfucker.
I know why he hated him.
Chip, why did me and Zombie Bob's old man hate Lynn
And
Rollins?
Chip's old man. Quasi old man.
Play caller for Tulane for a little while.
He at one point, Lynn Rollins was the play-by-play guy for Tulane. So therefore, even if he did a good job or not, the old man didn't give a shit. The old man fucking hated Lynn Rollins. And every time back in those days when LSU baseball was on Cox Sports and Lynn Rollins would call the games, the old
He'd
man
call the
hated
football
him.
ones too, like the recalls of the football ones, because Cox would re-show it the next night day. Remember?
Yes.
Uh,
So Zombie, here's a great one. G Moose says he can throw a tater tot through an onion ring.
He's
like,
a greeny weenie, and he used to shop at Shoetown, and I ain't listening to him, Daniel.
Hey, what time
La
was that?
Cobra-
Play game
La
with
Cobra-
your dad, Zombie, and they're like some Tulane mom or some white lady from uptown was like, "Hey, we brought the band," and your dad goes, "Y'all have a band?"
But who brings a band to a baseball game? It's so fucking weird. La Cobra says you're gonna need a bloodhound, a federal marshal, and a subpoena to find that ball. Dustin, shout out Dustin B in the chat. If Columbus had this wind at his back, he wouldn't have gotten to America in 1491 during a windy game last year.
Dude, there has to be a quotable Lynn Rollins. Someone has to write that book and just put all his quotes. Maybe we need to start a
Mike from Pot of Gold last year did this thing where he would put Lynn Rollins sayings into Chat GPT and ask it to make an image.
Okay.
That is
so
fun.
there was some good. You'll have to go ask Mike to send us some of those. But he posted a bunch of those.
The definitive book.
Yeah.
Well, he sold us out again because now he's in Auburn. He was
I'm getting directions from David in the chat. David says, Daniel, go back and catch my Gidry comment from Mark. Zombie, did you?
Might not be good.
He said, he did above that. He said, gosh, damn it. That's also spot on your thing about Gidry.
He looks like from Tangible.
He said Gidry slightly resembles what the skinny kids that got out of squatted trucks look like.
Yep, absolutely. Like they listen to country and rap. They're like, you can't tell one day they're cowboys, one day they look like Eminem. Like that was kind of
he just looks like all my second cousins at Thanksgiving, you know?
He looks like he was born a little bit with meth mouth, but he's a good looking guy with meth mouth.
Yeah, no, it's just like when we have Thanksgiving in Laranja, I feel like that's what everybody looks like.
Dustin also said that a Lynn quote was, "The sky is the shade of an oyster shell."
I like Paul drink of water.
And then G Moose said that Ben McDonald was saying on the broadcast a few weeks back that Jake Brown is seeing the ball so well right now, and Lynn responded by saying, yes, he can even see it blindfolded.
How the hell does he do?
So, Zombie, I bring all this up because you really need to spend some time listening to Lynn Rollins. You would appreciate baseball. I mean, I feel like if you were a play-by-play guy, that would be you, right?
You and I talked about doing the live stream play-by-play announcing for Mardi Gras parades in New Orleans next year. So I guess I will have to brush up.
Yes, we'll have to.
Do you? You have to be witty, man. So that's why you'd be good.
Zombie Bob's the key of wit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
King
that's
of
what
wit.
I was saying you have to be witty, and that's what Zombie Bob is. That's what.
Thank you.
La Cobra, I'm sweating like a politician taking a polygraph.
Yeah, but today they don't have to take them anymore.
No, they just do whatever they want, man.
Yeah, Bill Clinton. No.
Wait,
let me see that picture of that young lady again. Like his attorney.
Wait, is that me in a hot tub? Wait, is that a hot tub? Is that me?
I might recognize it. Yeah, I got a magnifying glass right
I've
here. Hey,
never
Hill,
lied
did you get a
under
load
oath.
of this one over here?
I've never lied under oath before.
Zombie, how long have you been in Bacchus?
This was my third ride. All right. Amazing. Hey, I mean, I called Daniel to say, hey, I got a free ride today. You want to come down?
I would have.
I had a legitimate excuse. It was my son's birthday party.
When you say legitimate,
I mean, that's as legitimate as it gets. Son's birthday party?
You're riding in Bacchus it sounds awesome. So I don't know.
It's the best. Well, yeah. I apologize that I had to jump off screen. I had someone perform a wellness check on me. Like, the fuck you doing outside? Like, everything all right? You know, like whatever. So
podcasting.
Peaceful. It's just peaceful.
Yeah. So I knew Daniel had to mute my mic. I didn't know how to jump out or say, hey, real quick. But yeah, I mean, if we got money in the budget sometime this summer, I'll just go get my ass, my back, and my shoulders waxed, and I'll just podcast from the hot tub or from the pool side or in the pool. And
well, Chip's sending in his picks to click shirtless, right? So
really? Well, underneath the covers, there was more than that. So
yeah, he claims he had pants on, but
I did add
neither confirm
blue
nor
jogging
deny.
pants.
Eric in the chat says Ronnie Rance is terrible with Lynn Rollins compared to Ben McDonald with Lynn. They really flow and get along together. Ronnie Rance is nothing but trying to aggravate Lynn Rollins. Ronnie used to be good at it years ago, but
No,
he doesn't do it enough.
He's a scab too. He's one of the guys that during the 1994 strike he crossed the picket line.
Sean Payton crossed the picket line in 1987.
Well, I don't care for that either.
Pants off, nips out.
Anyway, anything else on LSU baseball?
No, we'll get back on the. What we got? Sacramento
Wednesday night.
Throw a noodle arm.
Wednesday night we traveled to that team and we played that community college in Lafayette.
No, you better not.
The Fighting Jacques Doucet.
If we lose.
Oh, if we lose that one, listen, I don't mind losing to McNeese. If you lose to the community college or what did the old man used to call them? Southwest Louisiana Institute or something? Wasn't that their original name?
USL, baby.
They were US, yeah.
No, he used to call them even before that. They were Southwest.
He called them like the name 2 or 3 names before USL.
Yeah, 30 years ago, the old man was calling ULL their name from 30 years before that. They've changed their name so many times I can't even remember. I think he called them.
Well, they're not ULL anymore, right? Then they were University of Louisiana Lafayette. Then they were now they're like Louisiana, right? Isn't that what they call themselves?
They're just the Fighting Bobby Bouchers. Wasn't that the school in Waterboy? Just Louisiana?
No, it was the South. It was South Central Louisiana State.
Central.
Like the powerhouse was.
I do think the powerhouse was
just Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, we better win on Wednesday. You better not lose that fucking game. I'll be pissed.
Zombie. So wait, they caught Jay Johnson on camera chewing out his coaches. I missed that.
Yeah, there was David. I think David posted a picture of it. Right, there was
yes.
He had his coaches after the game last night, not on the field, but on the first base dugout, base line, semicircle, circled up oval, and out there for an extended period of time.
Yeah, being in the press box myself, I can report this, legitimately report this, that they did huddle with the coaches. And Jay's not an animated guy, but you can tell he was very deliberate in what he was saying in his hand motions and talking to the coaches for an extended period of time before he went and talked to the team.
The other thing I'll say, though, we were talking about hitting 181 over the last several games. Who controls who's the hitting? Who's really the hitting coach? It's Jay. Yeah. So we're bagging.
Yeah.
So I was right. It was Southwestern Louisiana Institute. That's what the old man used to call it.
He did used to say that.
So
the old man was Sicilian or had Sicilian in him. So he could hold a grudge, whether it was against Jesuit, Tulane, Alabama, any perceived transgression, slight, anything. All it had to be was perceived.
Yes.
Do you have a little thing that when news comes up, the dun 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 score update, halftime, the Fighting McMahon's 34, and Auburn loses 7 games in a row. Tigers 41.
So
no defense tonight.
Yeah, this is a game a decent team would be able to win. And that's the thing is we're not asking you to be a good team in the SEC. We're just asking you to be slightly below average and you'll make the NCAA tournament. This is a game you could win. Auburn's 15-14. But did anybody expect us to win this game? Did anybody even know we were playing at 9:00 on a Tuesday? That's how irrelevant we are that we're playing the 9:00 on a Tuesday time slot.
I thought we had a contract that they didn't come up against our live stream, that they didn't conflict with that.
Yeah, I thought
we probably get more views than they do. Who's watching it in Baton Rouge?
We had 20 people in the stadium. what is it? That's not a gym. It's
An arena.
an arena.
We don't have a gym. We have an arena.
Gymnasium. I have another LSU baseball note. We are fielding 965. Now remember last year was 9.8. I mean that was exceptional,
Yes.
But if you're looking at what's going wrong, I mean, I wonder if you can argue a team with this much athleticism and talent and pedigree fielding 965, you'd have to say there's a lack of focus. There's no reason why players with this ability should collectively field 965 unless they're not paying attention or they're loafing, right? This is a thought.
Yes. Good stat. I back it up. I didn't look into the defense. I know we have a lot of errors, but I didn't know the fielding stat per se.
Right.
Yeah, it seems to be from second to first. A lot of it. I mean, Brown has 2 as well, but
it is funny, as LeCober said. John Pearson at first just looked as bad as Bear at third last year, and I made a comment to David in the press box last night. It's like every time, even going back to Marinara when he was coaching, every time you make some weird adjustment, you move a guy to a different position, it's like the baseball gods always find that guy.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And there's always errors. If we go back to Will Helmer's playing third base and getting 3 errors on the opening night, Bear Jones at third, that experiment. And it's crazy to me. I've gone into every one of those games. I'm like, that's a good idea. Put him there. And then they end up with, because I told that to David, I like Pearson at first. And then shortly thereafter, I looked like an idiot.
Yeah, Pearson at first. I don't like Pearson anywhere, but maybe the batter's box. I think.
Well, it's a way to get him in the batter's box because up until the last few games, Mason Braun was your DH, and when Stanfield comes back, you're really down a spot. But everything's fallen off of a cliff, so it's totally changed the whole equation. And I look forward tomorrow night. Last thing we'll say about LSU baseball. I look forward to what the lineup is going to be.
I'm interested in that too. That's a good. That's a thing to look forward to for sure.
Yes. But the next thing we need to get to, the Zombie Bob's Lady Tiger update presented by New Orleans Day Drinking Club. Zombie, do you want to give us a little word about New Orleans Day Drinking Club first?
Lots of good things going on with that. Check us out on social media. Have some appointments tomorrow in the City Chip up in your neck of the woods, Lower Garden District, and some good things. Got to update the little website a little bit, but I mean, if you want to go day drinking, I'm your guy. The Hunt for Red October just came out, like it's the anniversary of its premiere from like 36 years ago, some shit like that. So with you not pushing, but asking about my update, I'm quoting the great James Earl Jones in that movie. And he's like, well, sir, the data supports no conclusions at this time. So no update on that. We talked about, I think April 10th, that Friday night, the purple and gold volleyball scrimmage. I think we're thinking, Daniel, we'll have to talk about in post production or tomorrow morning about a meetup and doing a meetup at the purple and gold scrimmage Friday, April 10th. I know that you have an event that weekend that we're going to live stream as well, but we'll see if we can pull that off and go from there. But like, there's nobody playing tonight. The women played. They had the 4 seed in basketball. They had the first 2 rounds off. They'll match up against whomever Friday afternoon at 1:30. And gymnastics is on the weekend. There's no volleyball going on, beach or sand right now, unless I'm missing something.
Mark, can you possibly make any more noise back over there in the background?
So then, So then that's my James Earl Jones. Well, sir, the data supports no conclusions at this time. Yeah, just like when you're looking at Twitter.
We didn't even have a softball game.
Did we? I didn't check softball. Let's talk about who. I can't think of his name.
I want to talk about
Vince Vance and the Valens. You know who Vince Vance is? New Orleans musician. He took the song Barbara Ann and in 1980 turned it into bomb, 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 Iran, bomb, 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 Iran.
You beat me to it.
Iran. And then, do you remember? You motherfuckers weren't even born. They had the Mickey
How many
Mouse.
times I've been told that?
They had the Mickey Mouse T-shirts. So just a plain T-shirt. Maybe back then they had like the colored ribbed collar on the sleeves and then at the neck, and it was Mickey Mouse shooting a bird, and it said, "Hey, Iran," and it's Mickey Mouse. So I think that's another one, showing up in the Geaux Team merch store momentarily. We need that one, an LSU Tiger shooting a bird at Iran.
The merch store is on its way. It's queued up, ready to go, but Daniel keeps getting rejected by the Secretary of State, so we're gonna have to fix that tomorrow.
Well, the real question is, how does she groom?
That should be on a shirt. I guarantee you, G Moose would buy it.
It depends on age.
Shit, I'll buy it for G Moose.
But we're talking about Secretary of State, though.
Yeah.
Secretary of State denied something.
The thing with Hunt for Red October, Sean Connery has a full Scottish accent in that movie. He's supposed to be the Russian.
Yeah, but back then, it didn't matter.
I know, but he didn't give a shit.
Right. There was no
Sean Connery.
Is this a Russian accent or Scottish? No, there was no such thing back then. It's
I'll
like, damn,
have
he's
the
fucking
yogurt
good.
and figs for breakfast. I don't know.
Right. But that's a great fucking movie. Great book, but a great fucking movie.
That's a good Sean Connery.
But Sean Connery is one of those actors. He plays Sean Connery in every movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's Sean
Well,
like
not
Tom
annoying
Cruise.
as George Clooney.
Like
George
what?
Clooney's George Clooney in every
Yeah.
fucking movie.
Yeah, Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise plays Tom Cruise in every movie. Eccentric, kind of outgoing.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to slap them a little bit.
No Papers. When Sam Neill's character is dying, he's like, I would have liked to have visited Montana or seen Montana, something like that. You can move state to state, no papers. Yeah. Which is what threw me in the fucking European Union when we visited in December. Like, I don't have to check in. No, you stupid fat American. We're the European Union. You're already in here. You can go around until it's time for your ass to go back home.
Did they say stupid fat American?
They might as well have. Like, I literally chased down 4 military, let's say, officers in the Nuremberg train station because I didn't want to walk outside. The door was right there, but I hadn't gone through and checked with anybody. And so I said to Julie, stay right here. Like, I ain't stepping out there and getting thrown in Nuremberg jail. And I found these 4 officers, and I'm like, I don't have to check in. I'm like, no. And I'm like, I just got here. And like, so the fuck what? And I'm like, you don't need to know that you're here, that I'm here. And like, no. And I'm like, oh, because you already know that I'm here. And I didn't get my joke. So I'm like, all right, see you all later.
Hey-o.
Exactly. So
Did they refer to anybody that you saw, not you or anybody, did they refer to anybody around you as that big woman with the big belly?
we were in Poland, and they build them. Some of them they build big in Poland.
Poland.
Yeah,
Some
they think
babushkas.
Oh, yeah.
So
Gotta watch out for the poles.
yeah. So, but yeah, no. Wow, the pool just went off. Did y'all hear that it went off?
No.
No.
The water feature just went off. 10 o'clock. Whew. I didn't know
You
it
thought
went
it
off at
died
10
on.
o'clock. Huh?
You don't know what
Yeah.
time your timers are for anything out there?
I
Or
think
you
it's
pay a
later
guy?
during. No, I told Julie, man, like April 1st, I'm starting doing the cold plunge regardless of the pool temperature. Like, I'm ready.
David says, I love you guys, but I need sleep. Daniel made me stay up super late last night.
Exactly. No, the stupid idiots batting at the bottom of the order, kept the game alive. Would have let you go. But like, shout out to David. Press credentials this weekend. Great articles. They're on the go. They're on the know. Deep dive. Go deep dive with David and Zach Nunez. You can find that on the Geaux Team website and in the know, Daniel, just on the Geaux Team website.
I don't know.
I don't know either. And then, but David, correct me if I'm wrong before you say goodnight. David asked a question in the press conference last night. Yeah. there's a little clip on the Twitter
Oh, that's
machine.
cool. That's
Yeah,
really
I
cool.
went and looked
as
for it.
fuck, man.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We talked about it last night, and I listened to the press conference. I forget. I didn't hear it. I was listening. I forget who I was watching
Yeah, my boy David.
that had
He
a
said I
clip,
did.
and I didn't see the clip of him asking a question.
Yeah.
I should have asked today, but I didn't want to bother him because I knew he had to go to work at 6 a.m. this morning. And he emailed me at 2:30, so he probably got about 3 hours of sleep, if that.
Well, David, we'll talk too. But I found out what you do in your day job, your current day job, before it's a full-time media gig. But yeah, we got to talk. I know a guy in need of a guy.
I know a guy in need of a guy.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, that's awesome.
And shout out to Mrs. David,
100%.
for letting him pursue all this right now. Shout out.
Yeah, David.
We don't even know Mrs. David, but
we
shout
don't know
out to
Mrs. David yet. But let me just tell you yet another story. Shout out to Mrs. David. You went to the game Friday night. You went to the game Sunday. You went to the game last night. You had a 6 o'clock wake up appointment this morning. There are some that I'm related to, some that I podcast with, that I said the morning of Bacchus, I literally said, I have a free ride in Bacchus unexpectedly. Get your ass down here. And the Mrs. said, wah, wah, wah.
That was
a free ride in Bacchus.
That was not me.
David right now is doing this out of the passion of the game and the love of the game and the love of the profession that he's looking to pursue, and the full backing of Mrs. David. And David, I'm assuming it's the full backing because you're still alive. You're not black and blue or anything like that. But the number one indicator of career success, and I speak from experience here, is spousal support. You can be the greatest fucking whatever, and if your spouse or significant other is not supporting you in that endeavor, whether it's a time commitment, whether it's this, that, and the other, if you could be the greatest whatever in the whole wide world, and if he or she is like, you ain't doing that shit, you'll never fulfill that. So props to Mrs. David. Big fan. Boom. So
Yep. Thank you for letting us have him.
That's what you said. So anyway, seriously, Mark, I used to work out in Melville, right? Long Island, in the insurance world. And I worked with this guy and I just didn't like his face. Like, I just did not like him. And no, 100%, David. 100%.
David said, well said, sir. She's been a rock while I get this going. Hopefully it helps improve our lives going forward.
Absolutely. And that's what
Thank y'all. The kind word always means a ton. Y'all are amazing. Thank you, David. Thank you.
So Mark, you'll understand this one. So I worked with this guy. We were kind of sort of rivals. I got promoted to manager. He never did. Fuck you. And but years before we worked at this insurance company, he had applied to be a Suffolk County police officer, right? And like back then, this is the early 2000s, like they were the highest paid, police department in the country. It was like back then it was like 120. So no telling what it is. But years later, he got called for the academy. So like they finally processed his application, whatever. So he goes to the academy. He's like day one, for the Suffolk County Police Department Academy. And his then wife, he applied before he was engaged, before he was dating this girl, before he was married. And day one, he's like out on the field, whatever. They were, like just think boot camp or whatever. And she calls and has him tracked down on the field. And like, it's an emergency. He finally gets the phone and she's like, oh yeah, by the way, pick up a gallon of milk on the way home. I swear to you, that is a true story. And that was the last day that he was at the police academy. And then he was a slapdick claims adjuster. After that, spousal support, number one indicator. So anyway.
Absolutely. I don't know if I could have started my own business.
No, 100%.
Luckily, I did it while I was a young single man.
Right. Well, some are risk averse, some are risk takers, some are somewhere in between. It's like everybody's got their thing. That's what I say.
Yeah, and no offense to my wife on that one.
No, not at all. It's not personal.
No.
So anyway, Yeah, no, I mean, it's all good. It's all good. I do have a technology question, Daniel. Should you probably not leave your computer plugged in 24/7, 365 because it probably affects the battery life?
I'm worried about that tonight on mine as well. 'Cause the charger, like where I'm set up, I wanted to get the tree in the background because otherwise it's just a dark night behind me or a window if I go the other way. So I don't really have anywhere to plug in. But luckily, I still got like 50% left. But I'm assuming you don't.
I do not. I'm like watching it all night long. I have a plug right here. I just didn't grab the extension or anything like that. But whatever. But actually, the light behind me, I'm gonna have to do a better job next time on the fly. It's actually a Sasquatch lighted sign. It's just too bright right there. So
It looks mysterious. You actually look mysterious.
I mean, Zombie Bob is the most interesting man in the world. This
Just ask me.
It's a fact.
I don't know about that. We saw a lion up in LeBlanc in the chat way early. But we gotta do a little cross stream, cross pollination with him. And there is a women's volleyball match. I'm gonna have to pull up the exact date later this spring. Southeastern versus LSU. So that's another one we should do a meetup at, whether it's at LSU. I think it's got to be at one of the two campuses. We'll do that. So
are you ready?
Lots of things coming up, Daniel, right? Chip?
Are you ready? Are you ready for the dual sport at the same time? Indoor volleyball and soccer at the same time?
Who do you have the resources to cover both Lady Tiger sports?
Good.
Yeah.
Or do we need to send some more resources your way, Zombie?
Well, Daniel, that's the beauty of, let's just say networking. We'll leave it at that for right now.
And maybe we need to get Mark down from relocate him from Brooklyn. I know he works in Manhattan, but we'll get him down here covering the women's soccer beat for us.
If the benefits are better, I would do it.
Yeah, there's some good benefits being offered by the Geaux Team right now. Where's my merch, Daniel?
That is true. Yeah, we will get Zombie Bob's working on merch. You got the merch store going, like not the manufacturing side. I mean,
no. Actually, Queen Pizza just popped into the chat. She'll know what I say when it's 55% humidity in the production room right now. Not good.
In the hunt for Red October, did they ever say down bubble?
I don't recall it. Did they?
I know.
Down scope. I mean, they give me one ping, Mr. Fazilli. One ping and one ping only.
You just sounded like Bill Clinton. I don't recall.
Oh. I don't recall. Down. I feel like down bubble. That's a underused phrase. Should be used. I don't know. I like that phrase. Down bubble. No.
Yeah.
I have a question, Zombie. Where do you have the printer set up?
In the office.
And you still have humidity that high?
It's a temperamental little thing, man. Like it was printing this afternoon. I sent you a video.
I got 3 dehumidifiers if you want them.
I got a dehumidifier pumping in there.
I
got it down to 45%, and then it's back up to 55%. We started the day when I realized that it was an issue. We started at 65. However, Queen Pizza does have, let's say, the lab set up under perfect conditions. So I think production is going to be ramped up and relocated in that.
It's all about trial and error.
Yeah. Talk about error. Well, I'll tell you that story. We haven't talked about that yet, but yeah. So,
Mark, you had anything else for LSU baseball?
No, I'm curious of the abilities of the 3 of us, not including Chip, to do the NATO phonetic alphabet. Does anyone know?
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, India, Joliet, Kilo, Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, Peru, Q is Queen, or Quebec, Romeo, Sierra Tango, Umbrella is you. No, what's you? It's what?
Uniform.
V is Victory. TUVW Whiskey. Oh shit. whiskey. There goes my battery warning. Whiskey, X-ray. Y is what, Chip? And then Zulu.
Oh, you better know why.
You know why. It's just hard to think off the top of your head. You know why.
You definitely know why. You
can't think
fair
of it right
weather.
now.
You're very fair weather.
Oh, Yankee. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, my energy. Well, that was pretty
That
good.
was
What did I
that
miss?
was fucking really good.
That was really good. I was trying to get a laugh, from lighten things up. But
Yeah. What did I miss? One or two, Chip? Uniform.
I mean, you missed
nothing.
you won pretty
One.
much.
That was
Yeah,
solid.
one or two.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
That was
hard
very-
to do that all off the top of your head.
Yeah.
That's
Well, it's
really-
harder to think about the fucking order of the alphabet. So,
Yeah.
All right,
Not
look, guys.
hard ones.
My battery warning is on, and I don't have my charger. I'm going to say adieu. Mark, good seeing you, brother.
Good seeing
Chip
you.
and Daniel, y'all appreciate everybody in the chat. Like, subscribe,
Damn.
show it, show the love, retweet it. Smack.
It's
her.
how
Give
we
me a
keep
call.
this. It's
Smack
how we
her. Give
keep
me a
this
call.
program free. Just
Smack
Yeah.
like
her.
and subscribe.
Hey, look, right now we got 69 subscribers. 69. Shh. Gail Benson, give me a call.
And on that note, Zombie Bob, you have a great evening.
Dibs.
Dibs.
There we go.
That was
Oh.
impressive. Jesus.
That was really impressive because I didn't even know what you were talking about. That's how stupid I am when it comes to that. That's why I always say I have no credit. I give nothing but credit to anybody who served our country, and I have nothing but respect.
How does Zombie know that? I know Chip did. That's why I excluded
That's
Chip from
something
the question.
Zombie and my dad would have known. They know that kind of shit.
I think I learned it. I learned it young too, just because I was a history guy. I'm surprised Daniel doesn't know it because he is a history guy.
I don't know it either.
I don't know it.
To be
I mean, I might have been able to get like 7.
Nah, you probably
Yeah.
got what you think. I mean, I don't know.
When it gets past like
Bravo, Charlie,
yeah,
Delta.
I was about to say after what
you know what you
Delta-
say. You know what four
Echo.
is in radio when you're talking. What you got to say? Four, four. If you
I would have known Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. I would have.
you know what
known
nine
those.
is? Niner.
Niner.
Yeah.
What is it? 5x5? Have you ever
Fife.
said that?
Fife is five. Fife.
Oh, all right.
I have a giant bug on my screen, and I
That's
flicked it away.
That's gonna
and-
happen though when you're outside in Louisiana. It's
when
gonna.
you're outside, South Louisiana.
I'm actually impressed it never walked across. Yeah, it hasn't walked across.
I had a shadow of a.
It does
something go
look
by.
pretty fucking cool though.
Yeah.
Excuse the language. It looks there's a bar in Cali where they'll play in a tree because the tree branches go down all the way. Forget the name of it. Kind of looks like that tree behind you.
Yeah,
But the
there's a
musician
cool tree right behind
It's
on the back patio. Apparently it's a Chinese elm. I know nothing about trees.
How's,
but it's
Chinese elm.
T-Boy doing?
very
You see T-Boy
small.
lately? See
I have
T-Boy?
not seen T-Boy lately. Last time I saw him, he had a little girlfriend. T-Boy is the nutria rat that lives in my backyard. My father-in-law says I need to eradicate him, and I'm like, I just moved here. Like, this has been his home for a while.
Can't do
Why?
that, dude. That dude's
Yeah,
cute.
like, because
What
here's
is-
the thing: if you kill one, there's just another one that's gonna come.
Yeah,
It's like the Mexican cartels. That's exactly what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you might as well like this one's fine. He doesn't bother me when I go outside in the morning. He
he hasn't
runs
heard
off.
anything yet.
Yeah, he lives underneath in the
In a burrow.
backyard. Yeah,
I'd
he's
love to see
burrowed in right
Burrow.
over there.
I would love to see that burrow.
Can we get a GoPro and stick it down in there?
Yeah, let's get like a long where you can elongate, and just get it
Yeah.
like stick it down there.
Go.
But it could hurt his home.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess it sounds like you're gonna. I know recruiting doesn't matter until they sign. I know we don't. Sounds like you're gonna get the best DB in the country though. Which
Actually, commitments I'd argue actually matter more now
yeah, I agree with that. You don't see
because
this-
that means they're locked into a contract at that point.
yeah, unless you're Brian Kelly's your coach.
Yes.
He's really good. He got some
So.
commitments and they left.
Like that was the whole thing about the Bradford kid from Catholic High going to Ohio State. Like he was getting because as soon as you commit and sign, you can start being paid. You can begin to be paid NIL money.
Blaine Bradford.
Yes. I always forget which one's Jacob, which one's Blaine, the younger or the older one.
Yeah. And we lost the other one already, right? Did the other one transfer too?
Well, he was the
G-Moose says we need to get one of those cheap pipe inspection cameras.
Yeah.
Snake it in there.
Naked in there, yep.
And then LaCobra said being a fired football coach would be so cool. I mean, isn't that's the
best thing to be this day and age? That's how you get rich. God,
yeah, I feel like half the coaches are in it just to
get fired.
Yeah,
please fire me.
Yeah.
God, it's crazy to think that. Remember whenever I remember making fun of Auburn. Oh, I mean, even us. I think what was it, 12 million to fire less, or was it less than that?
I think it was 9, and we made a big deal out of 9.
It was a huge deal. It was a massive deal. And who thought 7 years later, bro, you're firing?
Because I remember
90 million,
Orgeron 17 was outlandish for Orgeron.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Orgeron, and then I think Auburn had a bad one with.
That's nothing.
It was like
Malzahn was like 30 something. I remember that.
Malzahn retired. That is something.
Well, I mean, I would have too if I was him, man. He looked like he was tired last year.
Yeah, those coaches, like once, like you go back. I don't know why they go, but like Pulmonary. Why are you going back?
It's ego. Got to be ego, right?
It is ego. They see somebody else win where they were, and then they got to go do it somewhere else.
Yeah, I think it's just a different game. I think I think, well, I guess, I don't know. Is it different? That's hard to, like the Brian Kellys who like game manage everything and just, hey, talk to my secretary. You could probably do that and be Bowden back in the day from Florida State, you know, and do that till you're 80. But I mean, look at Joe Paterno. What the fuck was that dude doing coaching so long?
I'm not touching that topic.
Yeah,
nothing against nothing about what happened. I'm just saying, like, even before that,
he was a senile old man in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
He would shit his pants.
He had no institutional control.
he would shit his pants at halftime, and
Just at some point you got to be like, no, stop, Joe, or it's why they all die right after they get out.
Bear Bryant.
Yeah, like a month later, right?
Yeah, G-Moose said, think about this. Bayou Billy got paid $22 million to leave Florida. And he didn't lose any of it taking another job.
Has the town changed since Lane Kiffin's been the head coach? Does it feel different to be in Baton Rouge?
Well, the state's changed, I feel like.
Even the state.
Because of the Saints, because of the LSU football, I feel like Mardi Gras was 100 times different than it's been.
Was it lit?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There is a swagger in the state of Louisiana that has been missing since 2019. And we haven't won a game. And that could all change if you lose to Clemson. But there is a bravado, a swagger that is back.
Really? Okay.
And it's because Lane Kiffin, you have the biggest celebrity in college football and in college athletics. You have the biggest celebrity. And he's at the it school, the it brand, the brand that everybody wants to play for. And it's a combination that is just, it's not been replicated. Saban and Kiffin are different. Like,
yeah,
Saban was just the GOAT. And
right.
But like Lane's a legit celebrity.
Right.
And so like everybody's talking about, oh, I saw him here. He was here. He was there. And then he talks about how, like, when recruits come here, like recruiting kids in the transfer portal, like the town has basically been recruiting the kids for him. Like the kids go to a restaurant and then they tell them about, oh God, Lane Kiffin's here. We got Lane Kiffin at LSU. Like, we're going to win it all. And we are going to win it all. It's just a matter of when.
You got linemen throughout the state.
When was the last time there was a recruiting class where, like, and I know this is
you're spoiled. You only need one.
Wait, hold on. I didn't play it while Zombie was on there.
Sorry.
Yeah, play it. You're spoiled.
What? You're spoiled. You're spoiled.
Yeah, double spoiled. You know what?
I forgot to drop that on Zombie.
Can you do
AP? Shout out AP gave me that audio clip.
Find you only need one. I like that one too. I say that in my private life. Like when things aren't going well, you know, and I'm trying to make myself feel better. I know it's a bullshit statement, but I'm like, you only need one.
He did say you only need one.
You only need one. You only need one good rush a game.
When he said that, I was like, what the?
But D-Moo said, like, we ain't losing to Dabo. And
No.
that's the
No.
mindset of this town.
You ain't
This
lo-
state.
I ain't worried.
We're
at
going 10-2.
all.
We're making the playoffs. Like,
So-
yeah, the schedule is tough, but we're gonna be good.
There's a
Like-
palpable difference in the state. Like people just
Yes.
there's a buzz.
Come.
Wow, that's
Yeah, it's
I need to
different.
be there.
It's wild.
I'm sure Dan can
It's-
spare some Clemson tickets and Ole Miss tickets, no problem for me. I'm sure that'd be very easy for him.
And
to do.
Clemson probably won't be hard, but Ole Miss, you'll have to talk to Chip. That's an away game.
Oh, never. I can't go to that anyway. I wouldn't go. I'll get hurt.
I wouldn't go. Chip and AP are going.
I mean,
And Paul's not in the chat tonight. but
I'm
Paul's
not.
going.
Yeah, I'm not ex-military,
go.
so
It'd
I'm
be
not
good to
going.
get some content. Listen, and about the Mississippi State passed a law. I know there's a lot of Ole Miss fans chumming it up because they don't have to pay taxes anymore in NIL. We'll just pay them more. We'll even it out.
Well,
And
yeah.
I'm going to want to play at Ole Miss regardless next year. After next year, I guarantee.
Pete Golding.
Yeah,
Pete does what Pete wants to do.
Pete Gold. So where does Lane Kiffin live?
I was talking about that. I don't know the answer to that question. Nobody really knows. I think he still has
In
a
an LSU
He lives in his car in
Lives in a
the
safe
ops-
in the LSU State house.
So, Mark, I
He
didn't
lives
tell
in
you
Lod
this.
Cook. Some shit.
I didn't tell you this. I did tell you Sunday night I had to go to a silent auction.
You did
I'm
tell me that.
I'm at the silent auction. Me and Mary are at a,
It's
you
a
know
good
how,
story.
yeah, they have a, you know, you go to the places, they have sit down tables, and what do you call like the stand up tables? A standing table?
Standing room only.
Whatever. We had one of those tall, skinny tables. It's just me and Mary at the table, and it's a silent auction. It's space themed, so everybody's got these stupid costumes on. And then all of a sudden, somebody walks right by me. Mark, who do you think it is?
Matt Moscona.
He was there,
Mr.
emceeing the event, but Blake Baker.
Blake
And I'm
Baker.
just like, I didn't realize Blake Baker's kids go to the same school that my kids go to.
What's,
I didn't see that coming.
Oh, we don't dox your kids. I was going to ask you what's. Never mind. I won't ask. I'll ask offline.
Yeah,
But
don't
then
talk.
it didn't occur to me that
Doc's like a 6-year-old.
it didn't occur to me
Sorry.
that U Club is in the same school district
Okay.
as because it's so far out there by like itself, you don't really think of it. I just
played-
assumed that his kids would go to U High or the lab school or whatever.
I took
You think
I
Cookie
took-
might go there? You think Cookie might end up there?
No, Cookie's at U High or whatever.
Wait, how old is Cookie? I don't even know. I thought it was like,
I can't tell.
Because I've seen shirts with Cookie Kiffin wearing. I mean, I've seen pictures of Cookie Kiffin wearing U High stuff
oh, okay, yeah. You're right. No, you're 100%.
because that's where Knox is.
yeah, it makes sense for him to go to. Yeah. Love Cookie though, legend.
Legend. What is the hype around Cookie? Just that he's his dad's brothers with Lane Kiffin? Is that the whole story?
Hey,
No,
he's
the
got-
hype is Cookie
Swag.
has swagger out of this world.
Yeah, I mean, look
Who
at
was it who said it on here? Was it AP? Who said it that Cookie is going to absolutely slay one day?
I hope he takes. I hope he. You know, I mean, I hope
Somebody
he-
said it because listen,
I mean, he's going to have the ability to for sure.
women love. LaCobra says, Lane lives in a yoga studio, and Cookie is a recruiting legend. You know how he's got a little bit of Asian in him, so he's got this like exotic look. When
Yeah, I got a little
he's
bit of Asian in me too.
18, 19, 20, going through college.
He's a little Justin Bieber at this point, you know.
Yeah,
It's-
he's a little
he's
Justin
got-
Bieber.
He's got a lot of swag and
I
Got
was
a little
I
exotic
was on
look to him.
I was on a date with a Chinese woman, and we went to this restaurant in Brooklyn's Chinatown.
nice.
Yeah. And what was funny is I was the only person there who wasn't Chinese, according to her. And she said, but she referred to me. She goes, "You're the only foreigner here." Is how she called me. Yeah, because everyone there was speaking Chinese. Like it.
What was the who was the politician that got in trouble with the Chinese spy? Swalwell.
Swallow? Oh, I don't know.
An affair at the Chinese spot.
But I'm a foreigner in certain parts of Brooklyn. I am considered a foreigner.
Isn't that crazy? What a
It is
melting
crazy.
pot it is over there.
Yeah, what a melt. Yeah.
But-
Speaking of Cookie, but
Were they
yeah,
nice
Cookie,
to you though?
Yeah, but I was joking. So there's a Popeyes on the corner, and I got there first, and I was joking with her because she didn't know I got there first, and I was like, they told me, yeah, Popeyes is on the corner. What are you doing in here? And she got like really upset. She's like, I can't believe they said that to you. They shouldn't, whatever. And I had us like, no, I'm just joking. I made that up. But we ate tongue. We ate intestine. We ate some interesting things. Beef tendon.
Couldn't probably do it.
I ate it all. No problem. Tongue's good. Intestine's good. Tendon is just fat. Tendon's just fat. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
That's my my Chinese restaurant review. I owed y'all one. That was on the.
Did y'all get second date maybe?
That was our. We were several dates in.
Oh, good. Nice, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
Make
yeah,
sure-
I got some good Chinese food, some authentic. She picked out the place. It was like, and she ordered everything. So interesting.
She knows.
Hot pot style.
Nice.
Yeah. The problem with hot pot is you smell like the food when you're done
Yeah.
because it cooks.
I've done a hot pot before.
I talked about this like a week or so ago that's the new in thing.
The hot pot.
It's
yeah.
a hot pot. That's the Instagram. Hot pot.
This is the Instagram.
Well, and also noodle places, right, Daniel? Noodle places.
I think those are on the downswing. Now.
Yeah,
It's
they're
hot
on the
pot
downswing.
right now.
They were like 2 years
It's all
ago.
hot pot. Yeah.
It's all hot pot. We're paying to cook your own food.
Yeah, we cooked we had some lotus. Apparently there's a thing, it has a term where people are like very afraid or unsettled by seeing something with like holes in it, perforations. And like lotus has those perforations. There's no one's heard of that?
No.
It upsets people. But I like the way lotus
Score
tastes.
update? You want me to give you a score update?
Yeah.
Score update because
This
The
is-
McMinn.
I'm about to call it an evening as
The
well.
Fighting
Yeah.
McMinn 57. Auburn. Losers are 7 straight, 68.
So they're up by 11. No,
Yeah.
9 or 11. 11, yeah.
11.
Sorry. All right, gentlemen. Tuesday night. This was enjoyable. Everybody listening, once again, make sure if you're with us, hit that like button, subscribe to whichever one you're listening to. If you're watching us on Twitter, follow us on Twitter. If you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe to the page. Mark, it was a pleasure having you on a Tuesday special edition. And you're throwing David, the new golden boy of the Geaux Team, as Paul likes to call him. You threw even David for a loop tonight. So,
All right. I'll be back next week.
Mark knows baseball.
Mark knows baseball. So, Mark follows this stuff. Even though he doesn't know the temperature of the town, he watches from far away.
I don't know the temperature of the town.
It's
But-
wild when you come check it out.
It's wild. We'll talk about it later on another episode.
I'm
Especially
gonna
as
be
we
back.
get closer to football season, it's only going to amp up and get to like a whole nother level.
I'm coming back next week.
Hit us up.
I will. I'll be back next week, everyone. So,
Or you? Oh no, you're not. You're talking about on the show.
Yeah, I'll be on the show. Yeah, next week. I hope so. I'm hoping to be on the show next week. I'm applying to be on the show next week.
We'll find a way to fit it in.
Okay.
We'll discuss whatever nights. I don't know what our schedule is next week actually right now. I know we've got David on Thursday. We got a standing commitment from David on Thursday.
Was I the only one drinking tonight?
Yeah, it's a Tuesday night, Mark.
I got a cherry cola.
Yeah. Well, Chip gets a pass, but you and Zombie don't.
It's a Tuesday night.
That's
This
even worse.
this
for
is
him.
how you know I'm
I can't
Louisiana.
imagine wanting to drink with kids that are still young.
Yeah,
And-
my kids are going to be in the bed in like
At
an
1:30.
hour.
That's make it happen.
Well, let's let him go so he can get some.
get out of here.
All right, gentlemen. We'll be back Thursday night at 9:00. Like and subscribe. And I've only got one last thing to say. Maybe Mark will get this reference, maybe he won't. And good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are.
Okay.